from the Tombs?
Well, actually, it was our record company guy, Frank Masseri, and Bill Moriarty, that's Sylvain's manager, got to talking and mentioned that, both of us are kind of in between, projects, or, had a little time off, and suggested we get together and do something. So we, didn't have to be asked twice. They said, hey, you want to play with Sylvain? Yeah. Asked Sylvain, you want to play with Cheetah? Yeah. So, okay, that's, And I brought Tommy and Enzo in because I was using them. We needed a rhythm section, and that's what I was with at the time. So made it real easy. Syl lives in Atlanta. I live in Nashville. 4-hour drive. So did it in Nashville. It was all very, very simple and organic. The name got inspired. We were doing this biker song. This the blues theme's the name of it. It's from that movie, The Wild Angels. And it's just and we started, we were in the studio listening to playback, and I was like, doing this, and we laughing about it, and we were like, man, what is that dance? Syl's up there going, yeah, what is that? What is that called? We looked it up online. It was Batusis. That's it. We had some trouble with names up then, so. The EP is kind of a mix because it was, I had a couple songs that I've been doing with the Blackhearts, and so had new one he was working on, What You Lack in Brains. The blues theme was a cover, so we kind of just brought the ideas into the studio and put them together. We didn't actually sit down beforehand and write songs. It was like we had, he was going to bring 2 songs, I was going to bring 2 songs to the party. So we kind of threw that together. Now the plan is to get together and really collaborate on some stuff, Oh, we got it. We got material. Both of us have tons of material. No, nothing's been, it's funny, I get asked that a lot, and, people apparently think that I think things out in ahead of time, and I don't. I go in and I do it, and it's, it is what it is. And, Syl's kind of the same way. We don't sit down and go, hey, this is going to be the concept of the band or nothing. We go in, we plug in our guitars, we start playing. That's how it starts. Whatever that sounds like, that's what we left. This time we left it all up to Ken Coomer and Charlie Brockett. Charlie has worked with George Harrison and, Fleetwood Mac and people like that. He's a really good engineer. What he was doing with us, I don't know. I guess because Ken dragged him into it, No, Charlie loved it. But they know more about that stuff than we do. I mean, I have a home studio, and I have enough I know enough about that stuff to make a demo, Would that past that point, no, I'm not going to try to inflict it on the public, and they know better, so I just listen to them, I can suggest things once in a while, but with those guys, I didn't have to. Everything I would have suggested, they would have done. I sat down and typed every word of it. Yeah, it's a history of it, yeah, I think because it starts, it goes from cradle to the week I was writing the book. I mean, so it starts when I'm a kid, it goes through my, being a kid, being a teenager, seeing the Beatles, seeing Parker and the Raiders, seeing, different things, all the things that affected me, growing up in Cleveland. So a lot of it's not about music, but it tells you, who I am, and that was the one thing. Everybody was kind of, it's going to be just a bunch of war stories, or, what. And I was like, well, if I sit down and write a damn book, and it doesn't, the person at the end of the book doesn't feel like they know me better than that. I mean, that's not really doing what I want to do. So. I think people, know me a lot better, but it covers, it's part of it's about a lot of it's about addiction, it covers it all, No, we're doing, we just got the new single came out, Romeo and Juliet with I Sell Soul, which is also on Smog Veil, and we had recorded that back in Cleveland about a year ago. We had, about 2 years ago, we did a big songwriting session. We wrote like 15 songs, and we did the single first, and we're going to go back in, and of course, life gets in the way, so last year we didn't get in the studio. We're going back in June. We're going to probably convene again to go through and try to finish up, what we started, and then maybe later in the year record it, and maybe try to throw together some live gigs too. Rockets ain't dead. Rockets is still viable. Rocket says we'll probably be doing it when we're 70. Oh, that's my my SG Gothic that like I said, I had a friend Kelly back in Nashville, Kelly Butler, I think his name is. He worked at Gibson, and he was like, these are great guitars, man. You really ought to get one there, They should be like $3,000. They're not. They're like, like 1,000, I said, okay, well, I'll check one out. So I went and checked the one out, and it was, boom, yep, box it up, I'll take it, And so I got that one, and it's been my, my baby ever since. I mean, I got another SG, I got a red one, cherry, that I love. It gives me that real 70s sound. Then I got the Les Paul, I got a Dan Electro, and but that was my baby. I'll say it again, that's basically, you got to put in the hours. You got to sit down and put in, you got to learn to play. You got to, you can't just play an hour a day or, once a week and do it. You got to play every day, and you got to learn how to play. And that's the most important thing. The second most important thing is stay off the freaking drugs.